Hello everyone. So in today's video we will discuss the free radical polymerization. Free radical polymerization is one of the most useful and lucrative field of chemistry. It is an addition polymerization. The reactions which are carried out in the presence of peroxides, that is benzoyl peroxide, acetyl peroxide, tertiary butyl peroxide or potassium perborate, follow a free radical mechanism. The addition occurs through a free radical intermediate and is also known as radical polymerization. ये जो एडिशन होता है ये फ्री रेडिकल की स्पीशीज़ फॉर्म होने की वजह से प्रोसीड होता है, इसलिए हम इसे रेडिकल पॉलीमराइजेशन के नाम से भी जानते हैं. द रेडिकल पॉलीमराइजेशन अकर्स मेनली इन हेड टू टेल मैनर. जो रेडिकल पॉलीमराइजेशन है वो टू वेज में हो सकता है, हेड टू हेड और हेड टू टेल, बट हेड टू टेल वाला ज़्यादा डोमिनेंट होता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द पॉलीमराइजेशन ऑफ monomer ethene to polyethene is carried out by exposing to light, heating a mixture of ethene with benzoyl peroxide. Now we will see the mechanism of free radical polymerization in the following slides. But before that, let's see this pictorial representation. Here the monomer is polymerized. Here the monomer is polymerized to the polymer and it is called as the chain growth polymerization. It is called chain growth polymerization because the addition of monomer molecule to an active chain end regenerates the active site at the chain end. Now, with the help of this pictorial representation, I have showed you the mechanism of free radical polymerization. The steps in the conventional free radical polymerization. There are three fundamental steps in this free radical polymerization: initiation, propagation, deactivation. Initiation. It involves the formation of radicals followed by the radicals reaction with a monomer. Propagation. Rapid and progressive addition of monomer to growing polymer chain without a change of active center. And next is the deactivation. Deactivation occurs via termination and via chain transfer. In termination, the destruction of growth active center, usually by the combination of the radicals of two growing polymer chain or by disproportionation. And next is to the chain transfer, which occurs but is rare. In chain transfer, there is a transfer of the growth active site from the active chain to the inactive one. Next is the chain initiation. In this step, free radical is formed from peroxide. The radical produced react with alkene to give a new and large free radical. You can see that the peroxide bond is the O single bond O. It is also called peroxy linkage. Here, this is peroxide bond gets homolytically cleaved and it gives this free radical species where this CO2 can be removed and alkyl free radical is generated and along with it carbon dioxide is released. This alkyl free radical reacts with the monomer alkene and it gives this radical chain. I have shown this pictorial representation of how the monomers and the free radical react with each other in the chain initiation step. Free radicals can be produced by the thermal, catalytic or photochemical decomposition of organic peroxide, hydroperoxide, azo and diazo compounds. Process of chain initiation involves two steps: decomposition of the initiator and the addition of monomer to the primary radical to yield chain radical by mainly two principles. First is the homolytic cleavage and second is the single electron transfer. Some radical initiators are tertiary butyl peroxide, benzoyl peroxide, hydrogen peroxide. In this pictorial representation, this is the monomer unit, this is the free radical and this is the active center. These form bond with each other and are going proceeding towards the other monomer unit to form a bond with it. This leads to the second step, that is the chain propagation. The new radical formed in the step 1 reacts with another alkene to give new and larger radical. This sequence of reaction proceeds forward. This growing chain, it reacts with this alkene to give this new product, which reacts with the monomer n times and give this product. The growth of the polymer chain occurs by the successive addition of monomer. The time of addition for each monomer is order of millisecond. Thus, several thousands of addition can take place in few seconds. Here, the monomer radical reacts with another monomer, converting it to radical. This radical reacts with another monomer, adding a new subunit to chain. The unpaired electron is now at end of the unit most recently added to chain. This is called the propagating site. This pictorial representation is showing you how the propagation step takes place. In this propagation step, this is the propagation taking place, this is the growing chain, and this is the active center. Next is the chain termination. Here the radical species combine to form the polymerized product. This is the growing polymer chain and it reacts with another growing polymer chain or a free radical, alkyl free radical, to give the terminated product. Chain growing monomer chain, it reacts with the alkyl free radical to give this product and the chain terminates. Now the termination can be shown with this pictorial representation. Here two growing monomer chains, they are coming close together to form a bond and will lead to the termination of the polymer chain to form a polymer. It can be occurred via combination or disproportionation. In combination, coupling together of two growing chain in a form of single molecules. Here two such growing chain, they form bond with each other and the formation of the required polymer takes place. Another method is via the disproportionation. Here one chain is oxidized to an alkene and the other is reduced to alkane as a result of hydrogen atom being transferred from one chain to another. In disproportionation, the two free growing chains will form a bond in such a way that one accepts the hydrogen and forms the alkane, while other lose the hydrogen, transfer the hydrogen to the another polymer chain, growing polymer chain, and forms an alkene. However, the termination step can also occur through chain transfer. Here the growing polymer chain is deactivated by transferring its growing site to a previously inactive species. Here the growing polymer chain, it reacts with a inactive species Ta, and this inactive species product is formed, and this free radical will initiate a new reaction. Here TKa can be a polymer, solvent, or a radical initiator, or any other molecule produced in a mixture whose bond can be cleaved homolytically. Chain transfer can be used to control the molecular weight of the polymer. Examples of alkenes that undergo the radical polymerization is the styrene is a monomer and is a polymer is polystyrene, and its common use are in toys, electronic gadgets. The vinyl acetine, and this is the structure of the monomer vinyl acetylene. Methyl methacrylate, and this is the structure of methyl acrylate. Vinyl chloride and the monomer unit of vinyl chloride. Acrylonitrate and its monomer unit is shown. 1,3-butadiene. Applications. polymer unit is polyvinyl chloride, that is commonly known as PVC, and it is used in the tubes, pipes for electrical fitting, floor, tiles. Another is the tetrafluoroethylene. The monomer unit is shown and the polymer unit is polyfluoroethene, which is popularly known as Teflon, and it is used in the non-stick cooking utensils, in insulating fittings and the bearings. Another is the vinyl acetate. Polymer is the polyvinyl acetate and used as adhesives as binder for the paints. The monomer unit is shown and the polymer unit is also shown. Another example, another application is the methyl methacrylate. The monomer unit is shown and the polymer unit is known as the polymethyl methacrylate, and it is used as a substitute for glass. Thank you all.